We're live, yeah? Who's introing?
I'll intro if you want.
Cool. Oh.
Oh, well. It appears we're already live. Right, hello guys, welcome back to Top Bins Football. And we're here today to speak about last week's football, this week's
There's
football.
no picture.
Yeah, there is.
There's
no picture.
There is. It's coming. It's coming.
We're being professional. We're still learning, guys.
Let's go again.
We're still
We can't go again. We're live.
Yeah, but go.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Top Bins Football. We are professionals, as you can see. Today, we are going to be talking about this week's football that's happened, this weekend's football that's to come, and just general football news. Nice to see you here. And hello.
We're on
Hey,
screen. Here we
we're
are.
on screen.
We made it.
So, boys,
Guys.
this week's fixtures, some ups, some downs for some teams, big ups for some teams. Let's get into the scores. So,
Right. What's the
first
highlight
match-
of the weekend? We'll leave that till last, yeah?
yeah, well, the highlight of the
Yeah.
weekend's probably got to be the United.
It's
game,
Liverpool.
isn't it?
Yay!
No, Liverpool City.
Oh, sorry, the highlight of
the
this
weekend
weekend
coming.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The highlight
game.
game-
Oh, yeah,
The
sorry,
highlight
my
game
bad.
this week that's gone. It had to be the United game.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
a score
Yeah,
like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
But yeah, first
Would it-
fixture of this weekend was the Sheffield West Brom game. 2-1 to
Yeah.
Sheffield.
Great
Finally
result
finding
for
some
Sheffield.
form by the looks of it.
Yeah, they're only 1 point behind West Brom
Yeah.
now.
And so since their win, they lost one, didn't they? And it was against City, and it was only 1-0. So
Yeah.
they're kind of like they're kind of getting a bit more comfortable. Ian Wright might be right after we slagged him off last week.
I don't see them rescue themselves, but you know, who knows if they keep this run of form. Then,
How many points are they behind the drop?
7, I think.
That's
points
doable,
behind the
boys.
drop.
Yeah, but Brighton are also back in form.
Hang on, I've
now.
got it here.
They're
Burnley are on
11
20
points. 11
Yeah, they're 11 points, and it's Burnley and Newcastle.
Yeah,
bloody Burnley.
Always
Right.
bloody Burnley.
Brighton have come back in form, and Burnley rarely concede. You know what I mean? They're like,
Yeah, no,
tough. It's going to be
tough team.
tough. It's going to be tough.
But yeah, no, like they've
No.
won against some. Well, they won against United, obviously, and then you know they needed to win that game against West Brom to have any sort of
Yeah.
fighting chance.
Definitely.
That's a big
It's a
six-pointer,
big win.
really, isn't it?
Big
Yeah.
win.
Yeah.
Like if West Brom win it, then you write off Sheffield for the rest of the season. Like,
Yeah,
fuck
of course.
off. Like, it's done.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, not anymore. So the next game was Wolves versus Arsenal.
Shambles.
What a game.
Absolute bollocks.
So we're going to speak
shambles.
about the Southampton game, but obviously that we saw two red cards in both the Southampton game and the Arsenal game.
Mm-hmm.
The red card
Yeah.
for David Luiz, not a red card in my opinion.
I think it
No.
is. I think it is.
What?
Yeah.
In today's laws, yeah. Very, very harsh.
There is
So-
contact. There is contact.
Yeah, but this is the argument. There was contact, yes, but there was no way he intended to make that
Look,
contact.
but he is the last man.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, the reason why it wasn't overturned by VAR is because they couldn't prove there wasn't contact. Because he's made the
And they
call.
Yeah.
If he didn't make the call and then VAR said this might be a penalty, it wouldn't have been a penalty because they couldn't prove that it was contact. But because they've called the penalty,
Yeah.
a referee's never going to change his mind. Like
The only thing that I find that is bad in this situation is the Bednarak situation. Similar situation, very similar situation, if not more contact. But yeah,
I think Bednarak is
red card.
clear.
His red card has been overturned, whereas David Luiz's has stood.
Yeah.
So the reason
think
they've
Bed-
done this is what I believe is because Bednarak's. There was no way that Southampton were ever coming back from Bednarak being sent off.
Yeah. It
Whereas
doesn't affect the
David
game.
Luiz has been sent off. Yeah, he'd been sent off, and then that affected the game. In my eyes, they don't want to say we've got this wrong. Arsenal could have come back and won it,
Yeah.
so we're going to say that he was an actual foul, and
That's
it's not our fault. It's his fault for getting
you're
sent
spot
off.
on. You're spot on, Benny.
Yeah,
Absolutely
yeah.
spot on.
Yeah.
I believe the Bednarak challenge was definite contact. Like
Mm.
There's
that's
more contact on the bed
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cut out there, Ben, but we understood what you were saying.
Yeah. That was a clear foul. Well, not clear foul. It was a clear contact. Whereas David Luiz was like, "Who fucking knows?"
Yeah.
Like,
My mate's just put in the chat, could have been a worse scoreline, and he would have been better off actually going in for the ball and taking him out. Because if you seem to be going for the ball, then you can't get double jeopardy. It can be a penalty, but it can only be a yellow card.
Yeah.
Whereas if you seem to take the man out without going for the ball, then that rule doesn't exist.
Well,
so Rio Ferdinand said this. He said if he was a defender, he would be going take the man out and make a
play on the ball or for the ball.
Make it look like you're going for the ball.
The ball has to be
for the ball.
Go on.
You can if you go for the ball, it can be a yellow and a penalty.
Yeah, but under whose opinion? Under whose opinion? That's a subjective matter. We don't know if he actually ever went for the ball there. We don't know.
Yeah.
It's the referee's decision. And as a defender, I would say hit the man. If you're going to go for the last man, you're going to go for that challenge. It's dangerous enough. Hit him, but make sure the ball changes direction.
Yeah. But the thing is, David Luiz was never getting there, unfortunately. So, it was always asking for it. I think it's very, very, very fucking harsh. But
thing is, though, he was just running behind him, wasn't he? And then, who was it he fouled? Neto, was it?
One of them, yeah. One of the Portuguese.
And their foot kind of came up and hit his knee, didn't it?
Yeah.
It's always going to be a pen, no matter who was in front of him, because that's a striker's mentality, is to be chased down by the slow defender, and then he knows the only way that defender's going to catch him is clipping him. Go down.
But moving away from the penalty and the red card.
That was one controversial red card. We go to another definite red card. What was Leno thinking?
Yeah, it was just. Thing is, I think it's either a mixture of he didn't know where he was. He thought he was in the box and went to go for it.
He knew.
And then sort of looked and was like, "Oh fuck."
I think he just made the wrong decision to start off with. He should have stayed in his area. And by the time he's already come out, he's think, "Shit, it's too late now. I've got to go for it, whichever way possible."
Leno's a
yeah, because it was against Traore. So literally the quickest.
He's never going to win the race. He's never going to
win the race. So he was caught in two minds to begin with of going out or staying on his line. He decided to go out, and he was too far out to think, shit, I need to go back. And then the bounce he just misjudged the bounce, jumped, and
that was that.
Yeah, it was an idiot. But,
it was a deliberate handball.
Yeah.
He could have easily avoided it if he stuck his chest or stomach out to push the ball out. Yeah, but then he's going to lose the ball. He's. This also falls under the same thing as the Southampton game. Like, there was one controversial and one definite.
Definite. Yeah.
That early red card for Southampton was dead certain red card. That, you could end someone's career jumping in like that.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, I did feel sorry for the youngster because obviously it was his debut. But you shouldn't tackle at any level. You know what I mean?
He asked for a transfer about a few days before, didn't he, Benny? And then
he asked for a transfer 4 days before.
And they said, we won't transfer you out. And he said, well, I need more playtime then. And then, so they give him playtime and he gets sent off after 80 seconds.
Yeah.
I was screaming the living room down. I was so happy.
Moving away from the two red cards, though, Nicola Pepe, what a fucking goal that was.
What a goal.
Lovely.
Beautiful goal from Pepe. And also, you can't... Moutinho's goal, no keeper saving that. What a strike that was.
That was his first goal at Molineux.
Yeah, that was two beautiful goals and then some controversy. The game had everything, to be fair.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Pepe, since we slagged him off,
he's come like, to form.
I reckon
he's one of our subscribers. He's
watched it and gone. He's watched it and gone, I'm going to prove those non-athletes how to play.
But yeah, beautiful goal from Pepper, beautiful goal from Martina, and a bit of controversy. Like I said, it was a very entertaining game to watch. It was just a bit all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a proper shambles game. Like, you'd expect to see that on in the lower leagues, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's better on the left, different player since he's been there. I agree. Let's talk about Pepe.
He can use his legs to cut in.
Yeah, very good. Right, moving away from the... Oh, no, sorry, Ben. Go on.
No, I was going to go to the United game.
Yeah, 9-0. 9-0. With how many? Like
9-0.
8 different scorers if you count the own goal.
Buzzing.
Right, someone mute that.
No,
What a night it was.
no, it was. Who scored twice?
Martial.
Martial.
Oh yeah, Martial scored twice.
Mate,
Yeah, so
what a
8
game.
different goal scorers. Seven different United goal scorers.
Now, something I want to say.
Yeah.
Something I want to say about this game is, a lot of people said, yeah, but you're playing against 10 men, Southampton, all this shit, right?
9
Get that?
men, yeah.
9 men eventually, but for 70 minutes of the game, it was against 10 men. And I think it was Rio said, a lot of teams when they go down to 10 men will just sit back and defend really well, and might even come out with a 0-0 at the end of it if they defend all game. But the way we broke them down, I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm sorry.
There's a difference here. There's a difference between world-class teams losing a player and it be losing a centre-back or losing a striker. If you lose a centre midfielder, especially against a team like United who flood that midfield out, you essentially play 4 centre midfielders.
Yeah.
With two cams and 2 CDMs. So it's like they're 2 midfielders. You're leaving James Ward-Prowse to look after 4 players now.
Yeah.
So it kind of gives McTominay free roam.
Let's be honest, it's not the best Southampton team of the season, is it?
They've
They've
got
had so many injuries.
They had nine injuries. 9 of their sort of like players are getting regularly injured. So they're playing a weaker squad. They had 2
And
or
then
3
loaned
keepers
out
on-
2 of their fullbacks.
Yeah.
I know. I think they had 2 keepers on the bench to make up the numbers.
Yeah, they
That's
did.
how
Yeah,
bad.
they had to do it. But you know what? Loans aren't a permanent thing. You can recall them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was an entertaining game. It was
Oh yeah,
it was
well,
good
of
to
course.
watch.
Any game with 9 goals is an
And
entertaining.
as a United fan, it's even more entertaining, even though you are against a 10-man team most of the game.
Yeah, I just think the reason United won was that midfield.
Yeah.
They can control the whole game from just flooding out.
Well, most of the game, most of the first half, you saw that Shaw was where Rashford usually is up the left. You know.
Yeah, because he had no issues at the back. Let them.
Hence why we changed to 3 at the back second half. And I'd love to see Aaron Wan-Bissaka get a goal. Love that. My favourite.
That was a proper lucky goal, though, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was left back to right back though, wasn't it? Full-back to full-back goal.
How it
Shaw
went all
assist.
the way through is no idea.
Yeah, that's madness.
Yeah,
Absolute
Danny Ings was marking him, wasn't he? Danny Ings played left back most of the first half.
Yeah, it was horrible to see. And we can't forget that this game wasn't out without controversy as well. VAR. The Southampton goal was not offside.
No, it wasn't.
No
That wasn't a
way.
goal.
Che Adams was not offside. There's no way.
I even agree with
No.
that.
They couldn't even give him a
There were 2
compensation goal.
disallowed, wasn't it?
No, just
There
one.
was 2 disallowed.
Just one. The other
No,
VAR was
I
the
swear there were
Bednarak
2.
red card.
They had a dodgy offside the week before.
Yeah,
with Danny
with
Ings.
Dings.
Yeah, that was against Villa.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
no way they were.
They've requested what's his name?
Mike Dean.
Mike Dean to never
He's not allowed.
ref them again.
He's not allowed to ref them or VAR them. Well, that's their request. There's no official.
Yeah,
rules
there's
on.
nothing.
But this
being
VAR
said, yeah.
bollocks, mate. There has to be some sort of set rules now. You can't be it can't be a subjective matter like it is. It has to be. This is the fucking law, and this is it. Not this is what we think the law is, or this is what we want the law to be. It's this is it, or this is not. Then there can't be no arguments.
Yeah.
And you can't. I disagree with just one person in the VAR room.
Not the whole team. There has to be a team. It has to be dead cert.
Yeah.
Before VAR, the referee is on his own. Well, there's 2 other people with him. If he's not 100%, the rule is you cannot give it. That's the rule.
Yeah. Well,
So
this
you're
is the thing I've never understood. VAR was brought in to assess clear and obvious if the referee misses it.
Yeah.
And when you're drawing lines for offside from different places on the arm every time, and it's armpit, sometimes it's sleeve,
and the camera isn't dead in line with these players.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I always think that.
and if there's any
It's made
question,
up.
yeah, exactly. And if there's any question, if they're having to redraw lines and choose different fucking places they think's offside, it's not clear and obvious. It's not offside. Simple as that.
And
In
there's
that
something
game,
you
they were
can move
moving
30
the line.
seconds. Yeah.
They were moving
There's
the
something
line.
as well. You can move like 30 centimeters a frame or something. So the ball
That's
is
not
played-
accurate enough. That's not accurate enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Balls are moving a lot quicker than that. So
Yeah.
and they never show us when the ball's leaving the foot. They always just show the line.
No.
They never show them making the pass.
Yeah.
They always show where he's offside. That me and Benny we didn't have an argument. We spoke about this a couple of weeks ago about how the arm at the beginning of the season was classed as offside, but then they changed it because it was like it can only be a part of your body that you can use.
score with.
So that means the armpit was the furthest thing like that could be used.
Yeah.
But now,
Yeah, but they've changed that now as well. Haven't
Yeah,
they?
in the
To
Villa
shirt
game.
sleeve.
shirt sleeve. But if I'm wearing a long sleeve, like it was in the Villa game with Southampton, the Matty Cash ball, because it flicked off his leg, which is bullshit. Like, but then they had to then use the offside for Danny Ings. So I think that's what they're doing as well, because he can then use his knee to then hit the ball. That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just bollocks.
Yeah,
just
it
needs solid rule.
really needs changing. Yeah, it needs.
There was no
it is
complaints about VAR in the 2018 World Cup
Or
in
Europe.
Serie A or Europe. It's the people running it in England.
The issue was in the World Cup was time, because they took so long
Yeah,
doing
that was an issue.
doing it. Yeah, but that's that. But then I'd rather it take
That's not-
longer.
and then get it correct.
Dead on. It is English issue, and the whole point of VAR is to assist the referee. The VAR does not run the game. The referee should be in control of the game, and then if he needs help, VAR will help him. Not VAR stopping the game. Like they're literally telling the referees in their ear, game needs to be stopped. No, only for sure. What happened? We don't
It's
know.
like
You have to
the
look.
ref goes. It's like in rugby, the ref asks to look at TMO.
Yeah,
In
Yeah.
football, they tell the ref that something
Yeah.
has to be done.
Yeah.
rugby. There's never an issue with TMO. It's the law. Like
And the good thing I like about TMO is you can hear the communication between the referee and the person that's controlling the screen.
so in Australia, in the football league, you can do that as
Yeah.
well.
Mm.
You if you're watching the game, you can hear the ref. So
Yeah.
he's having a conversation with the guys in the back room, but it's not one person.
Yeah, it's a few.
There's four of them in that back room, three of them, and one in control. So
Yeah.
it's like that's a
In
team.
the World Cup, there was a couple as well.
Yeah,
England
And
is
it
the
was-
only place where there's one person.
and England is it's really well known for cheating referees. Like not cheating referees, biased referees, because the way England's running VAR is subjective matters. So if I was the referee, not the referee, the VAR guy in a West Ham game, what's going to happen
Yeah.
if Cal's doing a Man United game? Guess what's going to happen?
It'd just be the same as every other VAR person, but
Yeah. No,
You're not wrong.
It is.
yeah,
There
but
has to be
Yeah.
some rule. There has to be like a dead law, and if they get it wrong, or if they keep getting controversial decisions, the
They get
referee
taken off it.
will get punished.
Yeah.
They get taken off. They get demoted.
Mike
They go-
Dean's a closeted Portsmouth fan.
shut up, Benny. I love how we
Very
should the
nice.
chat. Is that what someone said? But no, it's just Benny.
Mike Dean is famously a Man United fan, but without ever admitting it.
Mm.
Like he's
Yeah, he's actually a Tranmere fan or something. Isn't he?
because there was that video of him in the crowd. But back in the day,
Yeah.
he gave Man United 9 penalties in 9 home games, and then every week was spotted at Sir Alex Ferguson's house having cups of tea. Nothing was ever done about it. But
It's like Howard Webb all over again.
Yeah. The free
Right,
red
should we move
card.
away from United?
Yeah, well, I mean, we
United
could talk
Southampton?
about VAR till the cows come home. Let's just move on.
What was
so,
the next game? I can't
Palace
remember.
Newcastle 2-1 Palace. With
So,
I don't remember this game, to be honest.
it was a very early goal from John Joe Shelby. He scored in the second
Yeah,
minute. I was like, go on,
yeah.
Arsenal.
It's outside the box goal, wasn't it? It was quite
I
a nice one.
was like, go on, Newcastle. Like you can do something here, and then,
They fought.
yeah, basically just like Crystal Palace when they're playing well can beat any team.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but I think the same with Newcastle. Newcastle aren't no mugs. Like,
Yeah. I put Newcastle down to win. I thought they were going to do it, to be honest. Cause
So did I.
I think Newcastle fans are getting sick and tired of Bruce.
Old Cabbage Head.
Cabbage Head Bruce.
I think Bruce is sick of Bruce, to be honest, mate.
Yeah. They don't play with any sort of...
I watched this game with Dan, and we went through Steve Bruce's managerial career, and it's absolutely atrocious. How he keeps getting jobs, and he's never done well ever. He was a cracking player, absolute cracking player, but terrible manager, absolutely terrible.
Because where has he managed? He's managed a place like he's managed Villa,
Wigan twice.
Really?
Yeah.
I've got it here. Crystal Palace, Birmingham, Sunderland, Hull, Sheffield Wednesday, Sheffield United.
Yeah.
There's been a few places then.
He's managed United, Sheffield United, Huddersfield, Wigan, Crystal Palace, Birmingham, Wigan, Sunderland, Hull, Villa, Sheffield Wednesday, and at Newcastle.
So what's that? 11 jobs in 10 years.
No, he's been managing since.
Yeah. Newcastle was a long job as well. No, Birmingham was a long job.
Birmingham was 6 years.
Yeah. Which for him that's like a lifetime.
Yeah, because he's nowhere else has he lasted more than 2.
Yeah, he's one of those managers where if a struggling side sacks their manager, he's the one they get in because no one else really wants to fucking...
Right, it's him or Sam, innit?
Big Sam,
yeah.
Yeah.
Big Sam. Big Sam, the one that's never been relegated until maybe this season.
Yeah, I reckon it's going to happen.
Well, no, as Cal said in the prediction game, he thinks he'll be all right. West Brom will be all right.
I did actually, yeah I did.
Since West Brom have hired Sam, the reason you hire Big Sam is defensive minded.
Yeah.
He will come in and organise your back line.
Yeah.
Because he's that hard man mentality defending sort of thing. Since they got him, before this weekend, they've conceded 22 times in 5 games.
In 5 games?
Yeah.
And all he did in the transfer window as well was sign midfielders and forwards.
Yeah, it doesn't really make much sense. But yeah, good win for Palace. Paul from Newcastle, and we move. So the next game was Burnley City, a 2-0 City. It's another one where I thought it was going to be a higher scoreline for City, but
I think City have this mentality where why should we care? It's we know we're going to win. We'll put it away early, or not put it away early. We'll play with them. They had no pressure against
test the waters.
There was no. You never thought, oh shit, Burnley might score. It was always City are winning.
Yeah.
City just sitting there. They're not.
Yeah, their midfield are having a great day training. They're pinging 45-yard balls because they don't care. They're taking all the risks they want. Evening, Steve. Nice to have you back in, mate.
Evening, mate.
Hello, bud. Yeah, Burnley didn't have a single shot on target, so that just shows how easy City had.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean with City. They've got Ashley Barnes and Chris Wood up front. You know what I mean? They've got me and Benny up front.
City are now they've now won 13 consecutive matches in all competitions.
Absolute ballers.
And that's the first time it's happened since Arsenal in 2002.
Yeah.
We're invincibles.
Yeah.
Look at this United fan sat at the bottom end shaking his head.
The City game, City to me, I said it in the last live stream, they are, I think, the best team in the world. And Benny didn't agree.
They're up there.
I think they're definitely up there.
Oh my God.
They are up there.
They're not trying. They're not even trying. And they're class.
Yeah, the Burnley game, they were very chilled. They weren't.
They've got to be trying a little bit because they had a pretty shaky few games in the start of the season.
Yeah.
No, but recently, they haven't started a striker all season, and they're the top goal scorers in the league.
That's not true. That's not true. United are the top goal scorers in the
Against
league.
United, they started
shut up,
Aguero.
you.
Right, no, but
Yeah, but you just won 9-0 and have got penalty merchant Bruno.
yeah, you've got all the rest on your.
It's actually
on
dead
your
ball,
wages.
Bruno. It's dead ball, Bruno.
You've got all the refs on your wage check. Of course you're going to win.
What, me personally? Do I?
Yeah, you. Yeah. Like when Aaron wished Louis luck against Liverpool. West Ham.
He needed it.
Good luck, Louis. I didn't need it because I wasn't playing.
It's just one of those things you're saying it. You don't. Oh, fuck
No,
anyway.
no, you don't.
A player I do want to
Right, shall we move on?
Hang on, just quickly. A player I do want to highlight from City is Gundogan. Gundogan.
Gundogan.
Good one.
Like recently, he's proper
Considering
performing.
the last season he was awful, and the season before he was a bit out of form. He has too many injury issues, but I think this year he's found his feet. There must be a change in lifestyle or something because he's not injured. He's always fit, but he's always struggled with that before.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had in my fantasy football team, I'd had Bruno captained for ages. He goes 6 games with doing nothing, no goal, no assist, nothing.
Because they're big
Five
games.
games.
Gundogan.
Just 5.
He disappears when they're big games.
5.
Well, the game before this one was the United. It was the Villa game. That was the last time he scored.
Is it
In the
not
league.
In the league.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I captained Gundogan
Yeah.
Absolute
because he'd
cracking
been
side.
doing amazing. And
He's still got an assist.
Fernandez got 34 points captained this week.
Yeah, Gundogan still
Yeah.
got an assist. It's not like he did nothing, but yeah.
but I put James Justin in, and he bagged a goal.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
He's cracked.
Yeah,
And I
well,
put
speaking of
Bamford
James Justin, it was 2-0 Leicester against Fulham. That's not a result you'd probably expect.
Yeah, I expected that sort of result.
I
What was the
thought it
score
was going to be 2-2. It was 2-1.
That's
Yeah,
I
I
think
had-
it's
9
2-0. It's
I had
2-0.
one. I had 1-0. I had 1-0 Fulham as well.
Leeds. Yeah. So it was Sigurdsson who replaced Rodriguez. Sigurdsson came into the side, got a goal in 9.
Benny,
Benny,
what about the Fulham Leicester game?
Yeah.
we're on Leicester.
What?
We're on Leicester
What about the Fulham
Fulham.
Leicester game,
Oh,
bro?
I heard Sigurdsson. I was like, hang on, he's definitely got the wrong.
Hang on a
He's got the
minute.
wrong game here.
I've just skipped. I've skipped.
Yeah, we're on.
You said that you predicted the score for Fulham.
No, I was no because I put 2-2 for both of them.
Benny, turn the camera off.
And they
Have
both
5
ended
minutes
up
and come
being
back.
2.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, well, yeah, we can skip over the Fulham game if you want. It's only 2-0 Leicester. But
Yeah, it's expected,
the
isn't it?
score, it's
Nah.
the score you'd expect to see, really, in current form. So if we move on to the Everton Leeds game now, Benny, go on.
Go,
say what
Benny.
you're gonna say.
Go.
Oh,
yeah, we go.
Sigurdsson.
Remember now.
Sigurdsson, who came in for what's his name, James, got a goal in 9 minutes.
Yeah.
Not doing awful.
Calvert-Lewin got
he
one
hadn't really
again.
done
He
much
got
else.
the burner for a while.
Yeah, Calvert-Lewin, and then I don't know who that is. Diaz.
Oh.
Which one's he?
high level journalism again, Benny.
Rafinha scored
I
for
Yeah.
Leeds with a Bamford assist.
On
Bamford,
Sky Sports, it doesn't say Rafinha, so I got confused. It says R. Diaz Baloli.
yeah, Rafinha.
That's his name.
That is the
Yeah,
R.
Well, I know that now.
Oh, I do love him.
Apparently, with
Sus.
Pickford is still injured. He's going to be injured for next game, so they're going to have Rob Olsen again. Everton.
Mad sus.
What?
Nothing.
Nothing, Benny. Carry on, mate.
What?
It's something Karen said.
What did Aaron say?
He
Don't
said he
call me
loves
tough
her.
because I said I love you, Benny.
No.
Because they're proper mature people. Right. Anyway, we move on to Benny's Villa game. Very disappointing for you, Benny.
Oh, let's let these two
Yeah.
take it away, shall we, Aaron?
Yeah, let's just let these two discuss.
That was the worst Villa performance I've seen since last year.
But they've lost loads leading up. They were terrible the week before and the week before.
it was the worst performance I've seen. Those other games were close. This was just like...
It's because when they played Burnley, they scored 2, but when they played West Ham, they only scored 1. That's why.
No.
Yeah. I don't think Villa were that bad. I just think West Ham were that good.
No, because in the Burnley game, like Cal just said, we scored 2. There were so many chances that we missed, and it was just like stupid, not our day. Whatever they want to say. This game, they just didn't look like they wanted to get forward. It was weird.
No, they just couldn't get forward.
Moyes had a tactical masterclass.
Yeah,
100%.
He
played 2 right backs.
He's the manager of this month. Like, definitely should be winning.
100%.
Definitely.
Yeah, he played
Either
2
him or
right
Pep.
backs against Grealish.
Yeah, that's
he played
how,
right back at. Yeah.
That's not Villa playing bad. That's just like shutting them out.
I don't know why Dean Smith, as soon as he saw that, didn't think to change Grealish and put him on the right. As soon as Grealish goes on the right, in the 80th minute... Huh?
Or put Grealish down the middle. Then it fucks everything. Because 2 right backs can then play left back or whatever. It's just like, put him down the middle.
But as soon as Grealish went onto the right, in the 80th minute, he got an assist.
Yeah.
Bang the assist. But you got to say, Jay Lings, what a debut.
Yeah.
I always knew he'd do better at a club like that.
Let's be clear though, he was cracking, like absolute cracking. Both of his goals should have been saved.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
100%. But he deserved 2 goals because of how well he played. But the 2 goals he did score should have been stopped by a cracking goalkeeper like Martinez.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be letting those.
That was one game I've seen where he's not played well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Lingard. Go on.
I think before that, we were one of the only clubs that hadn't made a mistake leading to a goal or something. It was like very few.
Those bullshit
that was
stats.
2 in that game. And at least I don't say Thiago made the most idea passes.
Idea passes, yeah. But let's clarify, that wasn't me either.
I've had an idea.
I think Lingard has found his feet. Like, at a club like West Ham, and a manager like Moyes, giving him a bit more time, and he's playing him in a new position. He played him in a centre forward role, like not the number 9. He played him in a false 9, and I think he's found it. Like, this is it. Like, I hope he has a great season. And I hope he stays at West Ham.
I think he'll do very well. And another goal we got to mention is Souček. He's a fucking baller. You know, he's your best player, 100% best player.
Yeah, this season by far.
Yeah,
cracking player.
He's got more goals than a few strikers in the league. He's got more goals than Martial.
From CDM.
Gotta love it. CDM. But
mental.
He's keeping Declan Rice like at bay as well. Like, for Declan Rice to not really make much squads, not make the starting lineup, Souček is keeping him out. That to me is an achievement as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, fully agree. And then moving on to Brighton Liverpool. Back to seeing the Liverpool of like 3 or 4 games ago when we looked absolutely shocking. Like the whole of the game, I saw nothing really from us. I didn't see any promise from us. I always knew from the way we looked at the first half.
I just like seeing Liverpool.
He's a United fan, you know.
I'm laughing at Cal laughing. Like, I find it funny.
Yeah, so am I. I just saw Cal. He's just at the bottom of my screen, just giggling.
Just one of those immature United fans.
What I found funny was Cal finding this shit funny.
Yeah, it was just a poor performance from us.
We didn't laugh at you when you lost to Sheffield.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you did.
Actually, I did.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't.
I laughed.
I don't say shit in the group chat. I'll get my head ripped off if I do.
True.
But yeah, we looked shite. I'm not gonna lie.
I think Brighton looked good as well though. Brighton.
Got to say, Brighton looked really well.
How you beat Liverpool is you shut out. Like, look at how Burnley did it. Just shut off.
Yeah.
Stack that defence. Play counter-attacking football, and they did without. I think their star player is McAllister, but like. They've got all about the same level, their star players. Like their best players, there's 10 of them.
Yeah.
They don't aim on one person. And McAllister's out injured, and they
Yeah, I
still
was going to
play.
say, did he even play?
No, he's injured. Yeah.
They played their new signing, didn't they?
Yeah.
Did they? Or have I made that up?
Steve has just said, once you survived Hodgson era of Liverpool, you're just happy to be in any conversation.
He's not wrong. It's easy to panic under the drop in form, but it's been a lot worse, and it can get a lot worse. Yeah, no, very true.
I think teams are just working out how Klopp plays. Like, for Southampton to shut out, score early, and then not let them do anything. Burnley did the same. Fulham did the same. United did the same. Like,
I just want to say something about the stream. I've just noticed the schedule, right?
Mm.
Don't worry, I was looking it backwards.
Oh, fuck me.
I was reading it bottom up.
Oh yeah, because you read everything bottom up, don't you? You don't open a book at the back and start reading up, do you?
You do.
I do.
You do in Japan. You do in Japan.
Do manga and
Yeah.
anime.
Yeah.
Right.
Harry Potter was awful. It was about a wizard who ended up living under the stairs with his cousin. His cousins. It was awful.
We're not doing it. I'm not doing it. Do you know who played a great Harry Potter? Dion Dublin.
Yeah, I was just about to say Dion Dublin.
Right, let's go on for this weekend of football. What's happening this weekend?
No, hang on. We didn't speak about Spurs Chelsea. I know it was a bit of a boring game. That's probably why.
We didn't speak about the German. We didn't speak about the German Sean Dyche.
Thomas Tuchel.
There was an article online about why Chelsea hired him, and it was you know what you're getting out of Tuchel, a very defensive manager that likes to score and counter-attacks. And then if you just changed Tuchel to Sean Dyche, like, it's the same thing. Like,
yeah. Fully agree.
Yeah.
Because Chelsea have looked very, very good since. Like, they've looked a different side. The pressure, like,
it's not good. It's boring.
Good compared. No, it wasn't boring though. Like, they put so much pressure on Spurs.
There's one shot on target. One shot. That's all they had.
There was loads of pressure going forward. They had one shot on target, which was the penalty.
It's a pen.
But they compared to how they played underneath Lampard, like, there's something there.
Oh no, I agree. They're better. They look better, but it's not. They don't look good. Like they look like Burnley, but like at a higher level. They look like they're struggling to stay
They look
up.
like Burnley with a budget.
Yeah, Burnley with a budget is a great name for a band.
I'd kill to have the fucking depth that Chelsea had on the bench this week.
Chelsea spent 220 million and can't score. They can't get a shot on target. Like,
yeah,
the only shot on target they had was a penalty. Like,
yeah, I had Chelsea mates in one of the group chats. I mean, going, "Oh, fucking Werner should be taking that penalty week in, week out." I was like, "No, like, I get that he needs confidence in that, but the last penalty he took, he missed, and it was horrendous."
He's missed two. He's missed
two.
Yeah,
exactly. And if he misses another one, his confidence is shot to bits even more.
Is it Kovacic? Was that stat you showed me, Benny? Kovacic has scored 8 out of 10 or something.
Jorginho,
yeah.
And they were complaining after the penalty was scored, as if like Jorginho had missed, going, "Oh, Werner should be on that. Werner blast like this, that, and the other." I was just like,
Werner should be on a plane back home, bruv.
Yeah.
No, he's shocking.
Back to fucking Leipzig.
He's shocking.
Do we want to talk about some current news in football? So, like, Ajax.
Yeah, before we go on to next week's game.
Ajax.
So they're having a mare at the minute. They left Haller out of their Europa League squad. I don't know how they do that. Their club record signing accidentally left out of like the Europa League squad, and they're submitting appeals and this, that, and the other.
How do you know that now?
And then Onana.
They've already said he's not going to be involved.
Mm.
And now Onana's doping.
Yeah.
Onana gets steroids in his system. Yeah, so doping, anti-doping.
Yeah.
Is steroids, and then
Have you heard the club statement of what it is?
There's like it's not for strength training, so it should be allowed.
Yeah, apparently it's not performance enhancing.
They said on the 30th of October, something like that. I can't remember the date. They went. He was feeling a bit unwell, so he had one of his wife's tablets.
No, so that's not it. Right.
That is what Ajax said.
Yeah, and that's what they said, but that can't be further.
Yeah.
That can't be further from the truth. Like, he knows it's coming up to Europe, right? So you get tested before the group stage of Europe. He's probably not getting tested a lot at Ajax because of COVID. So there's not that many people working there. It's then coming up to international breaks as well. He get tested there. So it's like, and he will get tested for the league as well. So there's 3 tests coming up, and he's still getting one tablet of his wife's will come out of your system very quickly. He's done a full cycle of steroids. Like,
it has to be.
And then
even if his league, even if his club's saying he did it for this reason, doesn't matter what reason, it's still against the law. Not the law, it's still against the rules. The rules are rules.
Exactly.
And what about Promes?
With Promes going on stabbing someone or whatever he did.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah.
As a winger, though, he's always been good at cutting inside.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I was going to say they're fatal. Ajax are fatal, but
carry on, Benny.
Yeah, so they seem to be having a lot of issues at the minute, and I don't know who he needs firing for not including Haller, but that's
but here's another thing about Haller, right? So Haller was left out accidentally, and we don't know why or what actually happened. But then when Onana got banned today, they're allowed to replace him in the squad.
Yeah,
but it has to be like for like. They were like, yeah, we'll add Haller then. No.
He can play goal, is he?
Yeah.
Cheeky bastards. Some more news that I've heard, this is for the Liverpool fans, is that apparently Alisson, Mane and Fab are all fit for the weekend, which is fucking excellent.
Yeah, who's that guy that played in goal for you against Brighton? What's his name again?
Kelleher.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I don't think he's a bad keeper. He's not a bad keeper at all. But yeah, like, we're always want our number one in goal. And having Fab back as well. And obviously Mane, because Mane obviously gives us that spark in attack as well that we seem to lack this weekend. Or this week, should I say.
This weekend I'm a Liverpool fan.
And what? Because we're facing City.
Evening, Ro.
Because we're beating
Evening, Roman.
City.
Right, let's speak about that. That was a good cut across. You think you're beating City? Honestly, I think City.
That's the biggest game of the weekend.
Biggest game of the season.
Game at this. Yeah.
No, the Liverpool Spurs. Well, I say the Liverpool Spurs one was more important.
But now
it was important.
If it stays like it is, I think United City will be an important one as well.
City will walk all over it. Honestly, I think this weekend City are going to walk all over it. They're just too powerful in that midfield.
Yeah.
It depends what Liverpool walks out onto that field.
Your best midfielders are now playing in centre back, so it's like.
Yeah, but we're not going to need that. Hopefully. Hopefully,
you're going to play back.
Hopefully at least one of them. Hopefully, we'll see Hendo there, back in where he should be.
Roman, do you think you'll see Kabak play soon?
Yes.
I think we will, but I think it's a bad idea.
I reckon we'll see both Davies and Kabak play, but not together to begin with.
Surely not against City.
No. I was just answering Rose's question. Soon. They'll both play soon, but they won't play together.
But then you've just answered. They can't both. Neither of them can play against City. Neither of them.
No.
That means without them, you then have to play Fab and Hendo.
No, because I reckon we'll play one of them with Fab at the back.
No, not a chance.
Fab. Yeah, I do. I think it'll be Fab and Davies in the back.
The way you have to play against City, you have to play that Nat Phillips play. Honestly, he has to play against City. He's your best centre back that's fit. Like, you know what I mean?
No, I think it'll be Davies and
I think City are all over it.
Whoever I just said.
Well, even if we see Nat Phillips and Fab, we'll then see Henderson back in his normal position anyway.
But then it all falls into Man City's hands. Every situation.
Oh yeah, it's Man City's game to lose, 100%.
Yeah. Every situation that is happening in Liverpool right now because of the amount of injuries, it's just falling straight into Man City's hands. We're just going to flood you out, and it's just how many do they want to score, or how many chances can they take? I think that's how the game's going to go. I hope it's close to be like.
Well, they've had a 1-0 recently and a 2-0 against lower teams than us. So
because they didn't care.
They didn't care. Like if they will take this game and they will fuck you up. I hope they don't, but I hope it's like better to watch. But honestly, there's no chance of Liverpool beating City this weekend.
Should we go through the game? Should we go through the games in order?
Yeah.
We
let
have a
me
little.
say this year. I think them playing against you is the same level of competition that the way it is against like who they just beat 2-0. Honestly, I believe that.
I disagree.
Nah.
Anyway, we'll get to what it's going to be when we go through the scores. So the
we've
first,
got we've got Villa Arsenal.
What do you reckon,
all
Benny?
depends what Arsenal bring out, what squad they play. I think.
Well, they've got no first choice keeper.
I think it'll be a close game, but I think it will be a Villa because they're going to have
A full side.
either Matt Ryan or Renarson
Matt Ryan's
in
injured,
goal.
second out for Renarson.
Renarson.
Yeah.
No, he trained today apparently.
Yeah, but also,
I
even
think
if he
that's-
wasn't injured, Matt Ryan's shit.
Well, I'm hoping Matt Ryan plays. I think Martinez is going to have a vendetta against Arsenal. He's going to want to play the game of his season.
He's just had a bad game, so he has to pull it out.
Yeah, he'll play well.
So he has to play good. I think we've beaten Arsenal the last couple of games we faced them. I think it'll be a win, but
I think
I don't
Arsenal
know.
are going to do it.
I'm going to say it'll be close. I think it's going to be a close, but I think it'll be a Villa win.
In my predictions, I wrote Villa to win 1-0.
I think I put 2 on Arsenal.
I think let Grealish have the free form rather than play out on the left. Give him that run across all front three and the cam role. So like the 9, 10, 11 and 7 role. Like just let him do what he wants and he can piss all over that Arsenal defence.
Because who are they gonna have as step in for David Luiz?
Gabriel.
Rob Holding and Gabriel.
It's not bad.
Yeah,
Rob Holding's
it's not
slow.
good though either.
Honestly, I'm Usain Bolt compared to Rob Holding.
It's not as tragic as Liverpool, though.
Gabriel's good. though.
My favourite quote of Rob Holding is when he makes a
Traore.
tackle on
Traore.
That was fucking hilarious.
No wait, how's he gone down like that? He's built like a brick shit
Brick shit
house.
house. Yeah.
That was because it was live and he was right next to a microphone, with no crowd.
Yeah,
So
it was fucking
also
It was on Amazon
apparently,
Prime, wasn't it? And the mics are better on Amazon Prime.
Yeah. So also, Tierney is still going to be out, who has been a good left back, I think, when he's played.
I think he's class. mate.
Ceballos is injured as well, and so is Pablo Mari. So that's
Sully,
for Arsenal.
Sully's just put in the chat. I have little faith in Arsenal. Could be a draw, but it depends who the centre back pairing is. If it is Mari and Gabriel, then I feel a little bit more comfy. Pablo Mari is better than Rob Holding. Don't know how he makes
Yeah,
the
but
team every
Mari's
week.
injured.
Mari is injured.
Mari's injured often, isn't he? He's quite.
So it's probably going to be
injury-prone.
Holding and Gabriel.
Going for the other side of Arsenal, now they've got Orba back. Well, who do you play and where do you play him? Because you got Pepe that's just coming back into form. You've got Smith Rowe that's been looking really good. Saka, Lacazette, and Orba. So
I think Smith Rowe isn't a striker. He's a cam.
Yeah.
And Saka kind of plays in that left mid role. So I think up front you'd have Lacazette straight down the middle,
which they don't do often enough, I don't think.
Uber out on the right and
Pepe.
Pepe out on the left. And then
I think you'd play like a 3-1. You'd have like Pepe, Smith Rowe, Saka, and then Lacazette up top.
Yeah, like United
Where's
do.
Uber? Where's Uber?
4-2-3-1.
I meant Uber up top. Bench
So-
Saka.
I think the best thing for Arsenal is the three in the middle have to be. So Xhaka has to be their CDM with Smith Rowe, Saka in front of him. So it's like they can do what they want.
Or about Party
Yeah,
as well.
Sully's just coming with Pepe, Saka, and Laka up top. Smith Rowe in behind, and Party and Xhaka as the DMs. Saka
I
out
would-
on the right, Pepe out on the left.
I think you probably,
No.
as the Arsenal manager, Lacazette isn't in form.
No.
I'd be leaving him out and bringing in Martinelli.
Yeah.
I don't think he gets on very well with Martinelli though, because he played at the first half a couple of games ago.
Arteta doesn't like anyone young who has future talent. He thinks they're all got a bad attitude. He's a fucking idiot.
Well, he's getting well with Saka and Smith Rowe at the minute.
Yeah, because they probably haven't got an ego. They're just happy to play football. Whereas Martinelli, I think Martinelli has a real future, like a real future in world level football, and he doesn't like that. He didn't like Guendouzi because Guendouzi's the same, like world level standard, getting ready. Like big clubs want him.
Yeah, in my personal opinion, I think you play Laka for the first 60 minutes, bring Auberon as a super sub when they're sort of worn down a little bit, and let them run rings.
Yeah, you're probably right there.
Target Cash in concert never see it look like they're running out of wind.
Yeah, you're right.
Cash,
They never.
I like Cash as a defender, but I think I like Cash as a right back. But as soon as it gets to defending, he gets a bit flappy, and it's like he feels the pressure. You notice the pressure on him, like
Yeah.
that's why you always see him jumping for the ball like this, like he did against City
and Southampton.
I think he feels the pressure a lot, but he is a workhorse though. He is a genuine workhorse.
Yeah.
I think Saka could potentially cause problems for Mings if Mings is his rash self, like we see now and then. Because Saka's quite nimble, quite,
Is Mings not hurt?
No, he was alright. I think he played the rest of the game.
So
after he slided into the net and let out a blood-curdling scream.
So Sully said Guendouzi will be class because he's got fight in him. I don't know why he sent him out. Because apparently he's got an attitude issue. That was the real reason.
Attitude.
Yeah.
But it's not just Arteta that said that either, is it?
No.
Other people that have managed Guendouzi have said he's got an attitude.
Well, and where he's at now? Where is he? Naples or Lazio?
Neither. He's at Salzburg, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, he's out in Germany somewhere.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
I think it's Hertha Berlin. Hang on, I'll have a quick look.
I think it's one of Salzburg.
But what American scores, boys?
He's at Hertha Berlin, Guendouzi.
I've got 1-0 Villa because of the defence, and I think it'll be close, but I think Villa will take a chance, and Grealish is going to make that defence look silly. Honestly.
I'm going to give it
2-1.
2-1 to Villa because of Arsenal's issues. Obviously, the lacking of first choice keeper and centre back partnership. I'm going to give it 2-1 Villa. I think.
I'm going 2-1
Let's
Arsenal.
not forget that Matt Ryan was third choice keeper at Brighton a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And if he starts,
he won't start.
His agent needs a raise to begin with.
I think it'll be Renarsson.
It'll be Renarsson. Because Renarsson played quite well for like the little bit of time he was on after Leno went off.
But then, why? That loan makes no sense. It's fucking stupid.
No. Yeah, I really don't know why they signed him. But there you go. Let's move on to Burnley Brighton.
I can't remember what I wrote in this.
Oh God.
But I
Sounds
think
like
Brighton,
a boring game.
But I think Brighton have that spark, whereas Burnley don't. Burnley likes to defend, and Brighton will sneak it.
I think Brighton will win, coming off the back of the win against us or Liverpool. I'll say us because I support them. But yeah, coming off the back of that, I reckon they'll.
Hey, both those teams have beaten you recently.
They have indeed. Yes, thank you for that, Benny. Thank you. But yeah, no,
that's all he was. He was just making sure you knew. There's nothing.
Yeah. I'm just making sure you know about you've only beaten one of the bottom six or something. Two of the bottom six. I think it's one in the draw and then three.
And a draw against Fulham. Yeah.
I think the only one you beat was Sheffield, but not everyone can do that, can they, Cal?
Nope. They had to come back into form one day, and it just happened to be
right. Okay, I'll stop this now.
At least you mix in Bully and Cal as well as me, so yeah, fair enough. But I do think Brighton will edge that game. I don't think it'll be a high-scoring game, but
I think 1-1. I think it's going to be a draw.
I think 1-0 Brighton. I think
I put 1-0
1-0
Burnley.
either way. I think I wrote 1-0 Brighton or 2-0 Brighton. I can
tell you, I've got it up. You put 2-0 Brighton.
Yeah.
I put 1-0 Burnley. I
Yeah.
think Burnley are quite defensively good most of the
So
time.
I've just read Burnley are going to be without quite a few first-team players.
Can I change my prediction?
No.
Chris Wood's injured, Ashley Barnes, Robbie Brady,
not that they
Josh
do it.
Brownhill,
Yeah, that's it.
and Charlie Taylor.
That's it. That's a Brighton win all over it.
Yeah, but like you take out Ashley Barnes and Chris Wood, no one cares. Like their strikers don't score goals. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
I'd say one of my favourite Burnley players is probably Ben Mee.
Yeah.
yeah, I like that.
over.
No,
I
I
like
don't
that.
like him.
I like that Vidra,
Dirty.
but
Cool
if he
Vidra.
scored more,
Yeah.
because he's a workhorse, he just works, but
Mm,
he needs to score goals because he's a striker or like a number 10. Like
yeah.
So Brighton as well, they are without Joel Veltman, which is another transfer that didn't make sense to me. McAllister, Lamperty, Welbeck, and Johanna that one.
Yankovic.
Him, Yankovic. They're all
Yeah, but-
sidelined as well.
yeah,
But
they've still got
other
they've still got depth. Yeah.
Yeah.
None of them played against Liverpool. None of them played against Liverpool.
Solly March did, and he's going to be injured.
Okay, so you lose one player. I get, but the team you
One
beat
player,
the champions
yeah.
with, yeah. I think that's clear Brighton for me.
Yeah, I think Brighton win for that one. The next game is Newcastle Southampton. This is going to be an interesting one because Southampton's still without the depth of squad because they've got a load of injuries.
But they have to win.
And
They
lost
have to
one
bounce
more.
back. Well, does he? No, he doesn't have a band, does he? Oh, they've lost a youngster,
No,
but
Yeah, they've lost the youngster, but
Bednarak is back. Bednarak's
yeah,
back.
Bednarak will be playing. So they need a result. They need to bounce back from
yeah,
that.
Bednarak is back. So Newcastle are going to be missing Lascelles. Yeah. Newcastle are going to be missing Lascelles, Federico Fernandez, Paul Dummett, Jamal Lewis, and doubts about Kieran Clark because his wife or girlfriend is going to give birth any day.
And there's always doubts of St. Maximin because he can't train properly. He's got bad knees. But
they've got Joe Willock. I keep calling him
every
Wilcock.
time.
Every single
Every time.
time.
Every time.
I can't
Yeah,
remember what I wrote.
it's-
I can't remember what I wrote today.
Do we define it? I got it here.
Southampton need a win. They need
I think
to
I wrote
bounce back.
I think I wrote 1-0 Southampton.
Louis put 2-1 Saints.
Christian Atsu has been added back to Newcastle as well, with Yen obviously departing. So they've added Christian Atsu into their 25-man squad. Southampton are just fucked with injuries,
I don't know how
but
that.
they will have Minamino.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't see how Atsu helps. Like,
No, I can't. But
but Minamino joining helps that front a lot.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
lot. He's going to look muscled
So,
compared to the rest of them.
yeah, Southampton are going to lose Romeo and Vestergaard. Obviously, they've loaned out Shane Long and Jan Valery, which was a weird one for me. The Valery one especially.
Yeah, 100%.
I think letting Shane Long go makes sense because they probably knew that Minamino was coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, I think that.
I don't think it's going to be a
Southampton
very
need to
high-scoring game.
I put 2-0 Newcastle.
I reckon it's going to be a
I put-
1-1 draw or a 1-0 to Southampton because they'll need.
I put the opposite of what I've just said.
Sorry, Louis. I didn't mean to put 2-1 Saints. You put 2-1 Newcastle on your predictions.
What? Ah.
Sorry, I read it wrong.
I put 3-2 Saints.
See, this is the good thing. I've not put my prediction in yet, so
That means we can
Yeah,
change.
yours don't count.
That means it's null and void
I mean,
then.
mine
It had to be
doesn't
done
count.
before today. It had to be done before
has
this
to be
live
done
stream.
before the games.
No,
Fuck
it has to be done before this
No,
live stream.
right.
Null and void.
Tonight. Before now.
Yeah,
There you go.
Yeah,
you'll
no.
finish it.
Yeah, Aaron gets 0.
You'll finish
I'll update your
And
I'll update your overall score for next week.
For now.
Plus
it.
0.
Finish it. Now, I like to do it the night before
0.
because then
Okay,
I get
next
some
one.
good
Next
news.
one. Fulham West Ham. West
West
Ham.
Ham.
won.
Clear.
West Ham win.
The night before, you do it 2 hours before the games kick off.
A couple of weeks ago, he did it at
West Ham win.
11:40. The game's kicked off at 12.
Still before the games. Still before the games.
12.
No,
West
just
Ham.
because it's only late news.
so-
Anyway, West Ham win 3-0. Easy.
Yeah, I
win
put 3-0.
easy.
I put 3-0.
I put 3-0.
What'd you put, Benny?
I reckon Jay Lings will get on the score sheet again.
I put
I don't.
2-0. Put 2-0. So West Brom, they're going to have Josh Madger. It's going to expect it to be start.
Who?
Madger.
Oh, are we on to
Big
the
old
next?
Madger.
Are we on to the next game now?
Josh Madger.
No, Fulham game.
He said West Brom are going to have Josh Madger starting.
No, this is
Yeah.
Fulham.
Yeah, that's what
Oh,
you
yeah,
said.
West Brom.
You said West Brom.
Did I?
That's why I got confused. I
I
was
meant
like, are we on the
West-
next
I
game
meant-
or something? I thought he signed for Fulham.
If Mikel Antonio,
Nick
Vance-
Peters
if
all
Mikel-
day long, 3-0 West Ham.
Yeah.
come on, Nicky.
Nicky P. Yeah, he's a West Ham fan and all.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but easy win.
I don't think Fulham can handle Antonio. Antonio's a fucking beast up top. He's quick, strong, and then now with Lingard next to him, I think it'll rip him apart.
I reckon Souček will bag on as well. I reckon he'll bat him up.
Ben
He
Rama
always
now
seems to
been
bag a goal.
for the win.
Yeah,
Kufau will do well against Fulham. I thought he did well against Villa as well, to be honest. Kind of
Yeah,
like
now-
him a bit.
Ben Rama's been pushed out to the wing, so he kind of has like a more. I don't think he has as much time on the ball, but I think it's more natural to him.
yeah. I think it'll be a walkover.
What's going on with Benny?
We'll ignore Benny. He's frozen.
Yeah.
So
Look at
Yeah,
him.
but I think we've all come to the conclusion it's going to be an easy game for West Ham.
You're
That's
right,
a screenshot. Anyone wants to screen grab that? Benny looks gorgeous.
you're right there, Benny. Oh,
Oh, he's back.
here he
Oh,
is.
he's back!
He's back.
Can you hear me now?
Outrageous.
Yes, I can hear you now. You were stuck on screen like this.
Right. Did you hear me say about Ben Rama? I didn't think he played very well against Villa.
No, he didn't. But I think because he's been, I don't think he played badly. I just think he was he's hid away now because he's playing in that number 10, like false 9 role. He's now been pushed out to the wing, so he doesn't have as much time on the ball. I think he can rip defence apart by doing that because he's so natural with his feet.
Yeah, I agree. Right,
What's
so
next
moving on to the United-Everton game. We'll have Cal have his 10 pints worth on this one because, he'll have a
It's
lot
the only
to
club
say.
he knows about.
At least I get the clubs right when I'm talking about the games. So
Bruno's going to get 3 hat tricks.
Bruno ain't even my favourite.
Donny.
Donny? No, definitely not Donny. Definitely not
Bruno's
Donny.
definitely your favourite.
He ain't. You know Wan-Bissaka's my favourite. Come on.
Wan-Bissaka's going to get 3 hat tricks.
What, he scored 2 all season?
Anyway, go on. What do you reckon, Cal? We'll have your fucking
I
money's
can't
worth.
remember what I put. I think I put 2-0 United. Yeah.
I think I put United to lose. I think.
It's going to be a tough game, don't get me wrong. Everton, they can, when they want to play, then...
I think that midfield. If United play the same midfield of like 2 defensive midfielders, and they'll be playing against James Rodriguez, Andre Gomez in that middle, I think it's a tough, close game. I think it's very close. I think it's very evenly matched in the middle, but their defense is better than yours. Your strike force is better than theirs.
Yeah.
So Everton are also without Pickford.
Yeah, but Olsen's not a bad keeper.
Yeah.
He's made 2 appearances this season so far against United. Not against United, but is he going to perform well against United?
We don't know.
I know something that needs to happen is Cavani needs to start. I think Cavani needs to start every game.
Has he not?
Cavani was there when they wrote the Bible. He can't be starting every game. Like, he's not fit.
I know he can't, but it's the impact he has on the game, that his movement, it's just everything about him is incredible. When Martial and Rashford play, I just don't feel like we're going to score ever.
You're right there, Benny.
Yeah, those are an annoying line across.
If United come out, thing is, it can work against you having such an easy game the week before,
Yeah,
or the game before, because you come out with that mentality of like, you got your big head off a big win,
Yeah.
and then it can come back to bite you because you don't take it as you don't play as hard as what you would do normally.
Yeah, no, it's going to work either way, and it's either going to fill us with loads of confidence, or we're going to go out and expect it to be easy when we're going to probably get fucked because of that.
Yeah, and obviously Calvert-Lewin bagged a goal midweek, so if he's back on shooting form like he was the start of the season, then he can put a couple past De Gea.
Definitely.
That'd be an interesting game.
Wasn't it Calvert-Lewin last season that blocked De Gea's goal kick?
Everton.
I think I did as well, though.
Wouldn't surprise
I'm going to
me.
give it 2-1 United purely because of the fact that they're playing Olsen and we don't know how he's going to perform.
And I know you're going to fuck me over here because I'm talking about Bruno, but Bruno does like to score against Everton.
He's only paid them twice.
Bye, Louis.
He's only played them twice? How can you like to score against them?
Is that bitch stop speaking about Bruno yet?
Hang on a sec. Should we see who's ref in the game? Or Jonathan Moss is reffing.
Oh, Ben's favourite. Ben's one of Ben's top 5. The 12th man.
Well, he's a Man City. He's a Man City player, so Everton are definitely going to win.
Yeah, true.
I can't remember what I put.
To everyone watching, be sure to write in your predictions as well as we're talking about the games.
Yeah.
I'd like to see what everyone else thinks.
Please keep that chat moving.
Right, let's move away from United because I can't bear Cal speaking about Bruno anymore. So the next game after that is
you put 2.
Let's talk about once. All podcasts.
Spurs West Brom.
Spurs
should run away. They should run away with it.
They should do, yeah.
They're struggling to score.
Absolute dog water.
Dog water, literal dog water.
Against Chelsea, against the German Sean Dyche, they looked awful.
Right, delete that. Delete that.
Get out of our fucking chat.
I'm going to report it.
I was going to pin it. It's gone.
I was going to report it.
We get closed down because
that might have bad stuff on us if I report it as like spam or something.
Braithwaite
but no,
cross code.
Spurs in Mourinho lost 2 home games consecutively for the first time in his career the other day. Yes.
Yeah.
Mourinho.
I just think Mourinho doesn't know how to play against big teams.
Mourinho in the mud.
Mourinho in the mud.
I don't think he can beat big teams. Look how he played against Liverpool at the beginning of the season when we thought, Spurs have a chance to win the league. They fucked it. And he's just done exactly the same again against Chelsea.
I think Spurs are having issues at the minute, and more issues than what meets the eye. Like
Spurs are without about 4 first-team players this game. They're going to be without Kane. Yeah, Kane's still out. They're expecting him about the rumours of next week for the cup game. I think is that next week. I don't know. I think it's like next week, midweek. They're going to be without Dele Alli, Lo Celso, and Reguilon as well.
Dele Alli, they've been without Dele Alli for fucking time, bro.
Well, yeah, but
I think Vinicius is shit unless he's
shit.
Unless he's sticking it in from 2 centimeters from Marine.
Pizza.
Oh, I'm so jealous. I'm getting food after this. But yeah, I think Son misses Kane a lot as well because obviously they provide service for each other. So I don't think he's as good when Kane isn't playing. Personally, but
Roman said for me, Mourinho plays too defensive. Yeah, he's the bus driver, isn't he? He's a bus driver.
His tactics are defend and kick it long, or whatever Ali said.
Ali said.
Route 1 football. It's old-fashioned.
But on paper, Spurs should win. In reality, I think it'll be a more difficult game for them than what we think because of how they've been performing at the minute. But saying that, they could have one of those games where they've been performing shit and then come out and smash a team like 5-0. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see about like West Brom. Do we think Maitland-Niles is going to make his debut?
He should do.
Do we think OK Yokozuna from Celta Vigo will make his debut?
No.
Benny, what was his name again?
OK Yokozuna or something. I don't know. That's just
again another name that Ben can pronounce fairly well, but yet when he comes to a word like dog, he'll stumble.
Yeah, fair. Yeah.
But Maitland-Niles needs to be playing. It's a big game. You know, he's a fairly half-decent player. So, yeah, I think he should get his debut.
What else?
Hasn't he scored before against Spurs?
Probably. We'll leave that for our resident Arsenal fan in the comments, Mr. Sully. But yeah, I'm going to go for a 2-0 Spurs. I don't think it's going to be a walkover, but they should.
I can't remember what I wrote, but
I put 3-0 Spurs and Louis put 1-0 Spurs.
oh Jesus Christ! What am I?
But thinking about it as well,
0.
I was like,
West Brom
having points.
West Brom in the last couple of games, in the last 3 minimum, they've got 1 point. And they've scored 3 goals in 3 games.
That's a lot for West Brom.
That's true. Especially considering what we were saying about Big Sam being defensive.
Yeah.
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 I put 2-1 Spurs.
Yeah. It's not going to be a big scoreline, I don't think. We could be wrong. But yeah, should be a Spurs win, but I reckon it'll be a boring game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next game being Wolves versus Leicester.
Tasty.
I think I had Wolves to win. It was a draw. I think I put a draw actually. I think they're the same team.
You
Like, they're
put
exactly the same.
you put 2-all.
Louis.
I think they either cancel each other out or.
I put 2-1. 2-1 Leicester.
2-1 Leicester is what I was going to go
I
with.
put 3-1 Leicester.
I don't think Vardy's back, is he?
No. Vardy's off. Vardy's not going to be back for a little while.
Maddison's all right, though. Maddison's been back in a few recently.
Maddo's a baller, but like
They're going to miss. They're going to miss Wesley Fofana, Castagna though. Timothy Castan.
What does everyone in the chat think about the Wolves Leicester game? Let us know your prediction.
I think that, as you've said, they're 2 teams that are fairly on par with each other.
Yeah.
Ndidi's out as well. They're missing Ndidi.
Madison's got to run the middle on his own. I think
Yeah.
Maddison is the only thing keeping Leicester alive. Really, I think he carries that team.
I think Wolves are just really missing Jimenez. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're
Yeah.
not wrong
Yeah.
at all.
Who's that?
And then
Who's that
I
other
don't
guy?
understand.
Who's that other
I
guy
think that-
at the front?
I think that Fabio Silva.
No, another
Yeah.
one. There was another one.
I think that Fabio Silva, if he just got a bit of confidence, he'd be mustard.
Yeah.
Because he
William
can
Jose.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
But something that doesn't make sense to me for Wolves, they bought back one of their players from loan. I can't remember what his name is. Something like. Began
Some
with a C.
Portuguese.
Can't remember his name. I don't think he was Portuguese.
Oh,
Shockingly. They bought him back on loan. They didn't sign another striker. They brought him back to try and replace Jimenez. They've just shipped him out on loan again.
fucking hell.
Romans put 3-1 Leicester. That's exactly what I put.
Yeah, it's gonna be 2 or 3-1 Leicester, I think.
I think 2-1 Leicester. Although
It'll
I
be
have
a more interesting game, or a Wolves win if Jimenez was playing.
But he's not.
But yeah, he's obviously going to be out for potentially the rest of the season. So yeah, Wolves should have really signed a replacement for him, or as Ben said, kept the person back they shipped back off loan.
because where that youngster Fabio Silva is good, he seems all right. They paid 35 million for him. He's 18 years old and he scored 2 goals in his entire career, and that's
Yeah,
for
but
Wolves.
he hasn't played. Like.
Yeah, I think they've got no other option but to start playing him and see how he does. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they played William Jose at the weekend.
I think that is the guy I was thinking of.
Yeah, they played him at the weekend and then bought on Silva.
Because it was him that won the penalty.
Jose won the penalty.
Yeah, that is the guy I was
Yeah.
thinking of. Yeah.
A lot of Silva. So Silva's had a few appearances, but a lot of them would have been subs.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
he
made
wasn't
16 total appearances
That's not
in
that's
the
not
league.
a lot.
in the league with 2 goals.
One of them was a penalty as well.
Yeah.
I think he's got a bit of a career in him, but he's just got
Yeah.
a confidence issue. He obviously struggles with the physicality. He's quite skinny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just get him playing. Even if you play him and Neto up top.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I think that's going to be a Leicester win. Not by much, but
He is Fabio Silva is Wolves' youngest ever Premier League goal scorer, and it was the penalty that gave him that stat. I don't think those should count.
Goals are goal.
But he scores a goal.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
his
don't tell a United fan penalties don't count because
Yeah, I won't be happy.
Bruno don't exist.
Yeah, Bruno's shit without pens.
We heard it from the horse's mouth himself.
Someone clip that. Someone clip that and send it to us.
The next game we've touched on already, but Liverpool Man City. I think we're going to have a difference of opinion here. Like we have said that it is City's game to lose, and I stand by that with the form at the minute.
Take that off. Fuck off, Cal. Here's a question, Aaron.
Yes, mate.
Not as a Liverpool fan.
Yep.
You can't have the same logic in your head. Just think of it as a football fan, as a betting
fan, as a betting man. As a betting man, I bet City win.
Clearly.
As a betting man, I bet City win. Yeah, 100%. And this is why I'm saying it's a City game to lose. Like, you know, they should be winning a game against a depleted Liverpool, a Liverpool not in form, a Liverpool in a rut. But
they should be beating a full strength Liverpool, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yes and no.
Yeah. I think it's a close game, but I think this City are incredible and they seem to be gelling this well. A full strength Liverpool struggle against them, but I think they don't get battered. But I think this Liverpool, it might only be 1-2-0, but it might be the same. We're scoring because we want to now, like the way they played against United in the cup. Because they were easy, they didn't care about that game. They won easy against United in the cup, and the same with the Sheffield game. And but I think Sheffield had a lot to do with that. But then what was the other game? They only won 2-0 this week.
Burnley.
Yeah, they just because they wanted to. Like that was it.
See, I reckon current like run of form, Liverpool perform better. We're performing better against the bigger sides than what we are against the smaller sides. We beat Spurs, for example. That wasn't really that much of a task. I know Spurs are in the mud at the minute, really, but I think we perform better against City than what we have against some of the.
But now I know you're talking as a Liverpool fan again, because I asked that question for this reason. You said that Liverpool would not win as a betting man, and now you're back.
No, but I'm just saying I think we'll perform. I think we'll perform better. We'll put out a better performance. I'm not saying we're going to win, but I think we'll put out a better performance than we have done against some of the lesser teams who played recently.
So do I. I think that.
I'm not saying
you lose to teams like Burnley and Brighton because they're fighting for their lives down the bottom, and I think the big clubs have worked out as well. I think every club has worked out Klopp or is close to that, but I think the main thing is like Burnley and Brighton will not stop fighting because they're desperate to be like the guys.
Mm. Well, what do we think on scores then? Because we've covered this game before, so
I think I wrote 4-0.
What did you say, Benny?
That's not going to happen. 2-1 City.
I wrote 4-0 City.
I put 2-0 City.
I think as a football fan, as a betting man, I go 2-1 City.
And I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
What about as a Liverpool fan?
But as a Liverpool fan, because I know as a betting man that most weeks West Ham would lose, but I always write in the predictions West Ham 3-0. Always.
Yeah. As a Liverpool fan, I'd like to think we could at least get a draw from the game, so 2-2. As a Liverpool fan, yeah, I don't know what's happened to your sound there, Louis. But
yeah, you might just.
I don't think even as a Liverpool fan, with how we've been performing at the minute, we're going to win. So realistically, a draw. Yeah, we can eat now.
Draw's fair.
Yeah, you can. I keep seeing the schedule and just laughing because of how stupid I am.
Right, let's move on to Sheffield United versus Chelsea.
I put 1-0 because German Sean Dyche.
I can't remember what I wrote, but I think
Louis wrote 1-0 Sheffield.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Do you just press numbers and then just press send? Because this is like the fifth one you've gone. Oh, for God's sake!
the logic behind that though, it makes sense now because it's like Sheffield are fighting. Chelsea can't get a shot on target, so it's anyone's game in my head. Like
The only
And
name
if you
Chelsea
write
are
1-0
missing through
Sheffield-
injury. What?
is what name?
I wrote 1-0 Chelsea.
It's what name, Benny?
Yeah, but that. Yeah,
Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva's the only one missing.
Yeah, but you don't need you don't need that sort of caliber of defender against Sheffield.
Sheffield.
I reckon if Tuchel starts Giroud, Chelsea win.
They win
And
even
as he
without
should
him
be.
starting Giroud.
No, I reckon it's a 1-1.
I put 1-0 as my prediction.
I think it's 1-0 either way.
I don't see Sheffield keeping up this run of good form.
Yeah, they have to. They have to fight. They have to.
I know
fight.
they have to, but I can't see them doing it.
Well, it's just a difference of opinion, isn't it? But yeah, they you know,
That's the reason we do the predictions, Benny.
exactly.
Yeah, I know. I know.
That's the
It'd
reason-
be boring if
You
they're
come
all the
out
same.
angry at us then. You come out fucking angry at us then. Nah, it's not going to happen. Like,
Right, so you want us to
Chill out
change ours? You want us to change our prediction to yours?
Yeah, then we'd all
No
have the
one would
same.
ever win.
No,
No one would
just
ever
with the
win.
same points every week.
It's all fair. We'd all get medals.
Everyone gets a medal on Bargain Hunt. Remember that.
True. good old Dickinson
this is
being
the
a good boy.
literal video thing. Every single video now, a bargain hunt has to be mentioned at least once, apparently.
I haven't watched Bargain. I didn't watch it today.
Right, shut up.
Right, next game. Leeds Palace.
Leeds easy.
Oh, you say Leeds easy. I don't think it's as easy.
I
as
went
what you think.
2-0.
They're too attacking for Palace's defence.
I put
Who's
2-1
Palace's-
Palace.
Who's Palace's best defender? Scott Dan. Fuck off. Like, I'm outrunning him.
2-1
Oh,
Palace.
well, I have just seen Crystal Palace's injury list.
Oh, here we go.
Wayne
Go on,
Hennessy, not important.
No.
Nathan Ferguson, he's the young left back, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't Wayne
Sacco,
Hennessy the racist?
Yeah. But he was waving at someone and he had an itch under his nose. That was his story.
He was waving and
He was waving at the
itching his
camera
beard.
and itching his nose.
Yeah.
Sacco, James Tompkins, James MacArthur, why is James MacArthur? Oh no, wait, that's James MacArthur and James McCarthy. I didn't know they had the two players.
Yeah,
Jeffrey Schlupp and
Excellent.
Connor Wickham, as well as Wilfred Zaha.
Zaha's injured again.
He's injured.
Zaha's injured.
Oh, well, my
So there you
prediction's
go.
fucked.
There you go. Crystal Palace are no longer a football team. They rely on Zaha.
Yeah.
Crystal
think
Palace are no
they-
longer a football team; they're a medical centre.
I think there was a stat that I heard the other day where they've only won twice or three times without Zaha. I don't know if that was at home or away from. I think it was away from home. They've won 3 times without having Zaha in the squad.
Which just shows, doesn't
Well,
it?
they beat Newcastle, and he wasn't there then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They have won some, Benny, but not a lot.
Yeah, fair.
Fucking melt. But yeah, they're away from home. No Zaha, so I reckon Leeds win, but I don't think it'll be a walkover. But I think it'll be a very entertaining game.
Yeah, I think it'll be an alright game. That's on Monday night, isn't it? Because that'll be on while we're live.
It is,
Yeah.
yeah. Bamford's coming into form again.
So
He's
yeah,
looking
so
really-
we'll be updating the game as it goes on right here on Top Bins Football.
We
Yeah.
will indeed.
So that's the end of the predictions. Is there anything else football you want to talk about, or not football? Just chat.
Let's have a few ground rules here, lads. No more Bargain Hunt. No more Dion Dublin.
The last thing on Dion Dublin, when I was editing that video, your championship video, I was fucking howling. You were like, Cal's probably going to cut this out. I thought, no, I ain't. This is gold. The way that Cal found out who Dion Dublin was through Homes Under the Hammer, not even through football. Yeah, that was funny.
Right, lads in the chat, lads and ladies. Sorry if you're watching. I doubt it. But in the
What do you mean? We're all beautiful guys.
In the chat, please tell us your predictions of the weekend, any news you want us to talk about, any discussion points, because we love to talk, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, ask some questions or anything like that.
It's a shame your brother's not in a constant controversy again, Louis.
Yeah.
That was brilliant.
He made the chat fun last week. Your brother, when he's in the chat, just giving it large.
He'd turn up late. I guarantee he'll turn up late.
He's probably been here the whole time waiting for his moment.
Yeah, waiting for the Bruno chat, and he missed it.
Stay has put opinions on Dion Dublin.
Oh, here we go.
Yes!
Right,
Go on, Benny.
If you ask Benny, he will tell you about his footballing prowess at Villa. You ask Cal, he'll tell you about his knowledge on beaten down homes that need renovating.
When you see our video that comes out tomorrow, us talking about Dion Dublin a lot will make a lot of sense, because the thumbnail alone will tell you what's going on. This is the best thumbnail we've done.
I don't know. I think his cut was pretty good.
Yeah, I did enjoy making that, to be fair.
Yeah, so Steve watched that video as well. I think what did you think of that video, Steve? The how to save Liverpool. Because that thumbnail was fucking class. In the group chat when you said, Aaron, I need you to put a hat on and I need you to wear your glasses. I
don't have glasses, but
because he was like why? He was like, I fucking know why. I know exactly what he's doing.
He's going to make you clop.
It looks alright though, doesn't it?
When I saw it.
Isn't it alright?
It does look pretty good.
It looks so funny. Yeah. So what else we got going on this weekend, and what do you reckon about some of the transfers? How do you reckon they're going to do?
I think Magic might do quite well for Fulham.
I think Magic's going to be the star because he's going to be in a shit club.
Yeah.
I reckon that Minamino will greatly benefit Southampton, especially in the situation they're in at the minute.
I don't think he's going to be a star.
And for himself.
Liverpool. Yeah. It's good for Liverpool to send him out, but I don't think he's going to be the big star. But I think he will help them a lot.
Yeah.
I think he's wildly overrated, but he will be great at somewhere like Southampton, and this could make him be great for Liverpool.
True, yeah.
Liverpool vid was a fair reflection on the club at that minute, to be honest. Decent analysis.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thanks for that, Steve. And Steve's a Liverpool fan as well. He's actually from Liverpool, which is strange to see a Liverpool fan from Liverpool.
They're normally Everton fans, aren't they, from Liverpool?
No, Liverpool fans are normally from the south, aren't they?
Yeah.
London's empty when Liverpool play Man United.
Yeah, whatever. I think Willock, hopefully he'll get some game time.
I think Maitland-Niles could do bits because he's done bits for the first team for Arsenal.
Yeah.
And also Lingard. I know he's a bit older, but I think he proved that
he's already shown he can do well.
Yeah. He's the first one to play out of the transfers.
I think the top three signings, the top three transfers we've got to look at are Maitland-Niles, Maja, and Minamino.
Purple bin gang. If you know about purple bins, you're not really from Liverpool unless you have a purple bin.
Aaron, what colour's your bin?
I'm not from Liverpool, bro, so... Nice try.
But up in Liverpool, that's a big thing. The purple bin. You can't actually say you're ever from Liverpool unless you've got a purple bin from the council.
I'll go and spray paint my bin outside.
Brilliant.
Yeah, this bin's big up there.
So, Bayern Munich are playing Hertha Berlin right now. Lewandowski missed a penalty in the 11th minute.
Oh, fucking hell.
Did he have just a really good season last year?
No, because he's been doing well this season as well.
He's class.
I think he's found there's that second wave the older players get. I think because of I think it was just his best season so far. It doesn't mean he was just class for one season.
No, I think he's one of those players that hit their prime when they're slightly older. I think he's in his prime right now.
Like,
last
Steve
season.
said-
yeah.
Read what
he's the
Steve just said.
Polish.
He's
the
incredible. He's
Polish-
just proven he's human. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I think
He's the Polish Jamie Vardy coming to Formula 8.
that's just disrespectful.
That's disrespectful to Lewandowski. Shut up, you.
Lewandowski's been great his whole career. His whole career's
Yeah.
been great. And last season was the best he's ever been. So
Yeah.
I think Ronaldo had his greatest season, his last season at Real Madrid. That was his best ever season. Like the overhead kick in the Juventus game, that was incredible.
Still not as
When
good
he
as
played
Salah.
against Juventus.
Still not as good as Salah.
Let's not start this.
Shut up, you.
Louis
Oh,
gone again.
His audio's gone again. I think COVID robbed him of a Ballon d'Or as well. I think that's
Yeah.
tragic.
Yeah.
No, that's dead confirmed. Like
Tragic. Because he deserved that last year. No other player he got even close. Like,
if there's any justice, he'll win it this year. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
you just hope that no one comes out of the fucking woodwork and is the best player in the world.
Didn't
Bayern are also doing good in the league at the moment. They're clear by 7 points.
what has he
losing
actually
2
won? Wasn't it
games.
UEFA Men's Player of the Year? I think is what he actually won.
He won something.
'cause
Some may
Ballon
got
d'Or-
COVID.
Ballon d'Or, you can't win the Ballon d'Or without collecting it. You have to be at the ceremony or something. Or there has to be a ceremony for it to exist.
Who do you see
You don't
being
have
the
to be
first
there.
Ballon d'Or player from the Prem since CR7 at Man United?
Don't ask that because he's going to say Bruno.
No, I'm not.
I think
Or he's going to say
Bruno's-
Sancho.
No.
He's going to say Sancho. And that's never going to happen. That signing will never happen.
I think Bruno is the closest thing they can, and he's never going to win it. I think Bruno's their only chance, and
No, I don't think I don't think he's asking from
I
Man
think he's
United.
meaning
He means
the
from the
Prem
whole
in general.
Prem.
From the whole
from
Prem.
the Prem,
I'd say De Bruyne.
yeah, De Bruyne.
Oh,
Or-
I see.
Or
Yeah.
or
Ollie
tell you what,
Watkins.
Yes, a
Harry Kane.
No,
Yeah, no.
no.
I don't see anyone.
If England win the Euros and Harry Kane is the top goal scorer of the Euros, he's in contention.
The next Prem player to win the Ballon d'Or hasn't been born yet.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, you've got a point. I don't think there's anyone in the Prem on current form as it stands that is Ballon d'Or.
Unless some big club buys the next big thing, like
Yeah.
some like a Man City or you. My first guess, if you asked me that last season, I would have said Kai Havertz. Like he has everything. Like you think he has everything, but it just didn't happen for
It
him.
just
But
the next few years, it's going to be between Mbappe and Haaland.
yeah,
Like Messi, Ronaldo, Lewandowski.
tell you
They're all
what.
realistically going to
Tell you
retire
what.
soon.
we could see Phil Foden be in
Yeah.
contention. Like, I don't think an English player will be ever again win it or be like because they're never taken seriously anymore. Like, it's always foreign players playing in the Premier League. I think Van Dijk was the closest, wasn't he? He should have won it a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Um,
The last English player to win the
Michael Owen.
yeah, it was Michael Owen in 2001. So that 20 years, there's not been anyone close. And he wasn't playing in England when he won it, was he?
Yeah.
Was he? Was
would
he
have
not
been
Was he not
unless
at Real
just
Madrid
left.
in 2001?
Yeah, 'cause he was shit at Real Madrid. So unless he just left Liverpool.
But yeah, I don't see there being a Premier League Ballon d'Or winner for a while. The closest player that's playing at the minute is De Bruyne, as we've said.
Yeah.
Or
I think
Phil
De Bruyne
Foden.
De Bruyne is past his prime now. So he's not. He's in it. He's in it. Like if he
He's
doesn't
very
win it
injured
now,
prone at the minute, though.
if he doesn't win it now, he's never going to win it. Like,
Yeah, and he's not winning it now over the likes of Lewandowski the way he's playing at the
Yeah, I think Phil Foden is our best option.
for future.
Yeah, like, he won it in treble with Liverpool in 2001. He left in 2004.
I think
Yeah, of course.
Harry Maguire deserves it.
Shut
Oh,
up.
I'm saying, oh, for fucking hell.
Obviously, I'm joking.
Harry Maguire's first, Phil Jones is second, Aaron's third. Like
Yeah.
Marcus Rojo win it before Harry Maguire does.
He won the treble with
He doesn't
Liverpool in
even-
2001. He left Liverpool 2004, Michael Owen. So
Welcome to the chat, Cal.
have you said that already?
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for
Yeah,
arriving.
sorry.
There's two Bennies here then.
I don't have the excuse of I was updating the screen this time either.
No. Just playing stupidity.
My bad.
Shall we call it a night so we don't
Yeah.
get too...
So we're not just clutching at straws.
Hang on, one thing. What's going to happen What's going to happen to the Liverpool game against Leipzig?
Well,
Where are they gonna play it?
This is a good thing. We're not apparently allowed to go.
You're not
over
allowed to go to Germany. You're not allowed to go to
No.
Germany. They have both legs will have to be played here.
Well, yeah. So the UEFA have come out saying that unless another venue can be found, a mutual venue or whatever, then we'll win automatically. And that's just the rules. Because
What?
I don't know why.
What?
I don't know
That's
why.
not true. That's not true.
It is.
No, that's not true. But I'll just go. Okay, we'll play down the park. Like that's it. Like because there's no fans.
Unless another venue is found, we win, apparently.
Because there's no fans, there's no minimum stadium capacity rules now. So
Yeah, I know.
you can play at fucking Accrington Stanley's ground.
I know. I'm not saying that. But the rule was that unless another venue is found that we can play at and it is agreed, then we get the win.
I don't think that's true because it's not their fault.
That
it's not their
can't be
fault.
true.
It's not Leipzig's fault.
I'll
If it's
literally
like, if Leipzig said you're not allowed to come over, yes, but because it's not them, you can't be making they can't. If that might be true, but that's bollocks. That's a horrible rule.
Yeah, if you get a win
I'm
for
not saying
that,
it's right.
if you just get
saying-
a straight win,
If you go through for that, that's disgusting. Like Liverpool shouldn't be accepting that. Like
is it
Yeah, I'm not-
aggregate this year? Is there aggregate this year, or is it just a one-off game?
no, it should be aggregate.
Should be aggregate, yeah.
So if it's aggregate, what does that game go down as? If it's cancelled,
I don't know.
Question
Like,
for you.
yeah, this suits you pretty well.
Benny,
I
this is a question.
don't know about that.
These.
I don't know about that, Benny. But all I saw is it's a win for us. It probably goes down like a 3-0 or something.
Oh, played with Ronaldinho, Luis Figo, and David Moyes. I'm good at the ones where it's like I played for this club, this club, this club, this club.
Dion Dublin? Oh no, wait, he doesn't play football. He only sells houses.
I'm trying to think of like the team. Oh, I'm so bad at these.
Oh, I've got it.
So
I've got it.
who?
It's Braithwaite.
Fuck's sake.
Right, if he's played with Figo and Ronaldinho, be it Barca.
Barca. David Moyes.
Or that might not be true actually. Could be.
No, it could be Barca, Real Madrid, and
He could be Brazilian and who played for Real Madrid.
Or he could be Scottish, who played for
Oh, yeah,
club
no
number
one's
2, 115 clubs.
for my country, who I captained.
County. 115 caps for my county.
Country.
Who I
Count.
He's not. Oh, I thought he froze again then.
This
No,
is
I'm
real good
thinking.
watching.
Clue number 2,
Yeah,
115 caps for my country.
Welcome,
for
Aaron.
my cap-
Welcome to the chat.
I'm looking at the.
Everyone else has had a welcome to the chat, so it's about time you had one.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, basically, the reason that it would be us to win is because the onus is apparently on Leipzig to find a mutual venue.
Yeah, so they can just ask anyone.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's right, but that's how it's going.
Steve, we're never going to get it. 115 caps for my country.
So it's going to be.
Did Rivaldo?
It's either
Or we're never going to get that, bruv.
Beckham.
Beckham. When did he play with David Moyes? It'd been before Beckham.
You're not wrong.
Once
So there's
got
Three, one,
stitches.
six, my,
Straight
it
through.
is David Beckham. It is David
It's got to
Beckham.
be David Beckham.
When did he play with David Moyes? And if it's in a fucking
charity match.
yeah. Wait, no, but he never played with Ronaldinho. He never played with
Yeah.
Ronaldinho.
Ronaldinho at AC Milan.
Yeah,
Oh, he
Ronaldinho AC
did.
Milan.
He did.
Figure Real.
Big at
Figo at
Madrid.
Real. Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah,
hell.
I got it right. Woo!
when Moyes at Preston.
Louis gonna snap his headset.
If I wasn't recording another podcast later, I'd be doing it.
I feel like that's quite a good little game show idea for one of our Wednesday videos. The Who Am I?
Yeah, I quite like the I played for this club, this club. Like
Yeah.
in the order. I like those ones.
Yeah.
Quite good at those.
Well,
Who's
I
got?
say that someone's going to put one now, and it'll be something I have no idea about.
I think that could be that. Or actually, who are the strikers with who scored over 100 goals in the Premier League and their surnames begin with H? There's 3 of them.
I'll write a few questions for a quiz and pass them to Lou. Yeah, cheers, Steve, mate.
What was that? What was that, Louis?
3 strikers that have scored over 100 goals in the Premier League and their surname begins with H.
over 100.
Don't be googling
Oh.
this, Benny.
Huh?
Don't be googling shit.
No, I'm not.
Surname.
I think we should get Steve on the quiz as well as the man.
Yeah, he could be our quiz master.
Yeah. We need to get Steve on on a video, on a live or something.
He could be our quiz master, and then we're all in on it. Like it's not one
Yeah.
person asking 3 of us. It'd be good like that.
Yeah, if he wants to, if he's willing to.
Beginning
do
with
that,
H.
Yeah.
So
That's,
one's Henri.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
yeah.
one. There's 2 more.
Yeah, I was thinking Hasselbank.
Yeah, that's 2.
And Steve said Heskey.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
correct. Yeah.
Bang.
Yeah.
Steve
Henri.
ruined the game, you little prick.
No, well, I was gonna say Henri and Hasselbank, and I didn't.
Yeah, but you didn't say anything until someone else wrote it there, Benny.
No, I know I didn't, because I thought it was. I forgot. I forgot his name was. I forgot. I thought. I know his last name is hyphenated, but I thought it was hyphenated after Floyd.
Jimmy Floyd.
Jimmy Floyd, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, and on that note, boys, I think we should wrap it up for today.
Yeah.
We've had a good
Yeah,
chat about the
the straws and
games.
watching Benny struggle to speak.
Yeah, Steve, throw me a message. We'll get you in on a video next week.
And thank you everyone for watching. Please like the video if you haven't already, and if you're not subscribed, then please do. And we'll see you. The next video is out tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. It's our championship podcast. Well, I say ours. It's these 3. It's a podcast that I edited, so that's out tomorrow morning. And enjoy the thumbnail. Is all I can say.
Big up.
Yeah.
Dion
Cheers for tuning in,
Dublin,
boys.
Cheers,
Dion
everyone.
Dublin, and the other one. Who was the other
David
one? The orange
Dickinson.
guy.
David
Don't ruin it.
one.
Oh, fuck's sake.
See you later.